Hello students, this is Umar Aslam, your IGCSE Maths instructor, and in this video I will be solving past paper questions of IGCSE Mathematics 0580 P2 for the topic Algebra. Before starting this video, I want to let you know that for the first 6 months, all the money generated through this channel will be donated to the people of Palestine. So please do like, subscribe, and share our channel and help our cause. Thank you. So let's begin. Now in question number 171, it says x squared plus 8x plus 10 is equal to x plus p whole square plus q. Part A. Find the value of p and the value of q. So in the left side of the equation, we see that x squared plus 8x plus 10. We will have to, factorize it using completing square method, so we can convert from this form to this one. First, write x square plus 8x plus 10. So in completing square method, what we do is we divide the coefficient of x, that's 8, with 2 and take square of it. 8 upon 2 is 4, 4 square is 16. Now we will add and subtract 16 in this algebraic expression. Okay, 8x plus 16 means plus 16 minus 16 plus 10. Okay, I just added plus 16 and minus 16. So now it becomes x squared plus 8x plus 4 square. Minus 16 plus 10 is minus 6. Now we can see that we can apply the first identity over here, that is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? Because x square plus 8x plus 4 square, this will be equal to x plus 4 whole square. This is the first identity in which a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so instead of this, I can write x plus 4 whole square minus 6. And this is equal to, I will write the right hand side of the equation over here, that is x plus p whole square plus q. Now we can see from this equation that p is equal to 4 and q is equal to minus 6. Okay, let's move to the next part. It says x squared plus 8x plus 10 is equal to 30. We have to solve this equation. So for solving this equation, I need to move 30 to the left side of the equation. It becomes x squared plus 8x plus 10 minus 30 is equal to 0. Now x squared plus 8x plus 10 minus 30 is minus 20 is equal to 0. Now we'll have to factorize it using middle term breaking. The middle term is 8x. We can break it into 10x minus 2x because 10 into 2 is 20. We need to break it in two terms such that when we multiply these two numbers, we get 20. Why 20? Because the coefficient of x squared is 1 and the constant term is 20. So when 1 multiplied by 20 is equal to 20. So we need to break the middle term into two terms such that their product is 20, and when we add or subtract them we get plus 8x. Now in the first two terms we can see that x is common, x plus 10. Whenever you break the middle term into two terms, after that you need to take the common from the first two terms and from the last two terms. Over here the common is in the last two terms minus 2. X remains. When I take the minus common, it becomes plus, and it becomes 10 when we took the 2 common from 20. Now x plus 10 whole bracket is the common. I'm going to write it inside the brackets, and x minus 2 is left, is equal to 0. Now I've got two values for x. X plus 10 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 10, x is equal to 2. These are the two values for x, minus 10 and 2. Now, in question number 172, it says the line y is equal to x plus 1 intersects the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 11 at the points A and B. Find the coordinates of A and the coordinates of B. You must show all your working. So we have been given the equation of line and the equation and quadratic equation. This line intersects its quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is basically a curve. So this line is intersecting the curve, and we have to find the points at which the line intersects the curve. So in such questions, we will have to solve the equation simultaneously, or I can just do is over here it's written y is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 11, and in the equation of line it says y is equal to x plus 1. I can simply write x plus 1 in place of y over here, and this is equal to x square minus 3x minus 11. Okay, in quadratic equation in place of y I wrote x plus 1 because y is equal to x plus 1 according to the equation of line. So now I will move x and plus 1 to the right hand side of the equation. It becomes x square minus 3x minus 11 minus x minus 1. This is equal to x square minus 3x minus x is minus 4x minus 11 minus 1 is minus 12. Now this is a quadratic equation, and we can solve it using by factorizing it through middle term breaking. So in middle term breaking, what we do is we multiply the coefficient of x square, that is 1, with 12. We get 12. Now we have to break the middle term, that's minus 4x, in such a way that by adding or subtracting the terms, we get minus 4, and by multiplying it, we get 12. So that's 6 multiplied by 2. 0 is equal to x square minus 6x plus 2x. In this way, if I'm adding these two, I will get minus 4x. If I multiply these two, I will get minus 12. Now we have got four terms. We take the common from first two. X is the common. Remaining is from the first term x is left. From the second term 6 is left. Again, we take the common. That's 2. From the first term we get x is left. From the second term 6 is left. So x minus 6 bracket is the common over here, and what's left is x plus 2. Again, we get the two values of x, that is x minus 6 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. The first value for x is 6, another value is x is equal to minus 2. We were supposed to find the coordinates. In coordinates, the first coordinate is x and the other one is y. So we must find the y coordinate now. So in the equation of line we have been given y is equal to x plus 1. So let's put the value 6 over here in place of x. We get y, that is 7. I got the first point, x is 6, y is 7. And we had another value for x as well, that's minus 2. Now in this equation I will put minus 2 in place of x. Y is equal to minus 1. I got the coordinates for another point, x is minus 2 and y is minus 1. So A is 6 comma 7 and B is minus 2 and minus 1. These are the 2 points at which the line will be intersecting the curve parabola, sorry. In the next question we have find the value of p when 6 to the power p multiplied by 6 to the power 4 is equal to 6 to the power 28. So according to law of indices, if we have the same bases and they are being multiplied, we add their powers, right? So what I'm going to do over here is the base is common in the left side of the equation, that is 6, and they are being multiplied, so we must add their powers. That's p plus 4 is equal to 6 to the power 28. Now we can see that on both sides of the equation the base is same, right? And these two sides are equal. So they will only be equal when p plus 4 will be equal to 28. Okay, so now 4 is being added over here. When I move to the right side, it gets subtracted from 28 and I get the value for p, that's 24. Now in question number 174, says factorize completely 2m plus 3m minus 8km minus 12kp. So whenever you get the four terms in factorization, what you need to do is take the common from the two terms and then again take the common from the other two terms. So I can see that if I write 2m minus 8km plus 3p minus 12kp, I just change the order of the equation so I can take the common easily. In now in 2m and minus 8km, 2m is common. I'm left with 1 in the first term and minus 4k in the second term. Now in the third and fourth term, we can see that 3p is common. So again, 1 is left in the third term and minus 4k is left from the last term. Now 1 minus 4k is the whole common over here. And what is left is 2m plus 3p. So this has been factorized now. 1 minus 4k, 2m plus 3p. Factorize simply means just put the expression back into the brackets. Hmm. Now part B says 5x squared minus 20y squared. So in order to factorize it, I can see that I can take 5 common over here. Let's take 5 common. I'm left with x squared minus 4y squared. Okay. Now 5 x squared is the square of x minus 4y squared is the square of 2y whole square. Now I can see that I can apply the third identity over here inside the bracket. It is we can see that it's x square minus 2y whole square. Third identity says a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So by applying third identity over here, we get x plus 2y, x minus 2y. So this has been factorized now. The answer is 5 x plus 2y, x minus 2y. And question 175, it says work out the value of m into k cube upon square root 3 when m is equal to 4 and k is equal to 7. In place of m, I will write 4 multiply by in place of k, I will write 7 cube 7 upon square root 3. Now we can easily work out the value of it. So 4 multiplied by 7 cube is equal to 1372 upon root square root 3 is equal to, now we can divide these two values easily using calculator. The answer I get is 792.12. Now in question 176 it says simplify y cube divided by y to the power 5. From law of indices, it says when we have the same bases and they are being divided, we need to subtract their powers. Over here we get y to the power 3 minus 5 is equal to y to the power minus 2. And in order to change the negative power, we need to move the term to the denominator if it's in the numerator. So I will write 1 upon y square. So I get the answer 1 upon y square. In part B, it says 7 into x to the power 0. So any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. So it's x to the power 0 is 1 is equal to 7. This is our answer. Now question number 177 says factorize 18px minus 27p. So we can take the common over here, that's 9p. I'm left with 2x minus 3. So this has been factorized now. We don't need to anything else over here. So 9p into 2x minus 3. In part B, mt minus m plus nt. So I'm just going to change the order of the expression over here. I will add mt minus n plus nt so I can take the common easily. Now m is the common from first two term. I'm left with t minus 1. Then the common is minus. I'm going to take the common minus n in the third and fourth term. So from third term, when I take the minus 1 common, I'm left with 1. And whenever we take the negative common from the positive term, it changes into negative. So n is the common, I'm left with t over here. So over here, I can see that in the first bracket, I have t minus 1. In the second bracket, I have 1 minus t. So the signs are opposite over here, right? In the first bracket, the sign of t is positive, in the second one is negative. And the sign of 1 is negative in the first bracket and positive in the second bracket. So what I need to do is, if I take the minus common from this bracket, okay, so when I take the minus common, the minus is going to come out and it will be multiplied with minus 1, minus n, and it becomes plus n. So now the minus t, the sign of the minus t and 1 will be reversed now because we have taken the minus common from it. So 1 becomes minus 1 and minus t becomes plus t. Now both the brackets are same. It is t minus 1. Over here I have written negative 1 plus t. They are the same things. Now I can take t minus 1 common. And what is left is m plus n. So this is our answer. In question number 178, we have to solve the inequality that is 12x minus 3 greater than or is equal to 4x plus 13. We solve the inequalities in the same way as we solve algebraic equations. So on the right hand side we have got 4x. When I will move 4x on the left side will be subtracted. 12x minus 4x greater than or equal to, if I shift minus 3 on the right side, it will be added over here. So 12x minus 4x is 8x greater than or is equal to 13 plus 3 is 16. Now 8 is being multiplied with x. I move it to the right side, it gets divided with 16. Now x is greater than or equal to 2 because 16 divided with 8 is 2. So we have solved this inequality. X is greater than or equal to 2. Now I have We have to simplify this equation. 5x minus x squared upon 25 minus x squared. So in numerator, we can see that x is common over here. If I take the x common, I'm left with 5 minus x upon 25 is the square of 5. 5 square minus x square. Now we have 5 square minus x square in the denominator, and we can apply third identity over here, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So this denominator becomes 5 plus x and 5 minus x. Now you can see that we can cancel out 5 minus x from the numerator and denominator, and I am left with x upon 5 plus x. This has been simplified. We can simplify it further. Now question number 180. It says m to the power minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 27 m to the power minus 1. Okay, so m to the power, it becomes m to the power minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 27. M has a negative 1 power over here. So in order to make the power positive, I will move it in denominator. This becomes m to the power 1. Now m is being divided on right hand side. If I shift this m to the left side, it gets multiplied with m to the power minus 1 upon 4. Now we have got same bases in left hand side. The base is m and m is being multiplied with each other. We add their powers. Mm, Over here the power is 1. So when we add 1 with negative 1 upon 4, it becomes 1 minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 27. And 1 minus 1 upon 4 is basically 3 upon 4. We will take the LCM over here. So this is equal to 4 minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 3 upon 4. M to the power 3 upon 4 is equal to 27. So now to get the value of M, it means M to the power 0.75 is equal to 27. If I take 0.75 square root over here, then these powers get cancelled with each other. We will have to take the 0.75 square root of 27 as well. Over here we are left with m. So 0.75 square root of 27, you can find it through calculator. This is basically 27 to the power divided by 0.75. This will be equal to 81. Yeah, I have taken the 0.7 square root 27 using calculator. You can convert this into 27 to the power 1 upon 0.75, and you can easily solve this thing using calculator. Okay, 27 to the power 1 upon 0.75. Then question number 181, it says 18x to the power 18 divided with 9x to the power 9. So I'm just gonna write it like this to make it easier for you to understand. Now 18 divided with 9 is 2. We have got same basis x and they are being divided, so we need to subtract the powers. x to the power 18 minus 9. It becomes 2x to the power 9. This is our simplification. We cannot simplify it further. Now over here we have to solve these simultaneous equations. It says x minus 3y is equal to 7 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 11. So we can see that we have got minus 3y in the first equation and minus 3y in the second equation. So we solve it using elimination method. If I subtract these equations, then the sign will be reversed in the second equation. So x minus 2x is minus x, minus 3y plus 3y is they get cancelled, and 7 minus 11 is minus 4. So x is equal to 4, minus get cancelled. I get the value for x. To find the value for y, I'm gonna place the value of x in the first equation. Minus 3y is equal to 7. X is 4 minus 3y is equal to 7. When I move 7 over here, 7 gets subtracted. When I move minus 3y to the right side, sign will become positive. 4 minus 7 is minus 3 is equal to 3y. Now this 3 will be divided with minus 3 and minus 1 is equal to y. Now in question number 183 it says simplify 3125 x to the power 3125 and this thing has been written in the bracket and the power is 1 upon 5 on the bracket. The power is 1 upon 5 on the bracket. It means this power is applied on both 3125 as well as x. So using calculator we can calculate 3125. Actually 5 to the power 5 is 3125. Okay, so I will write 5 to the power 5 in place of 3125. Okay, so into x, and these two powers are being multiplied with each other. Okay, we have power 1.5 on 3125. So whenever we get the power on power, according to the law, we multiply the powers. So over here we can see that we have again power on power. So these powers will be multiply 5 and multiply 1.5, and this 5 cancel out with each other. So we get 5. Now 3125 divided with 5 is basically 625. So it is x to the power 625. This will be equal to 5x and x to the power 625. The answer is 5x to the power 625. In question number 128, it says expand and simplify. 2x plus 3 whole multiplied by x minus 2 whole square. So first we will apply identity. and x minus 2 whole square. The identity over is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So x minus 2 whole square becomes x square minus 4x plus 4. See how I get minus 4x? When 2 multiplied with x, we get 2x, then 2x multiplied with minus 2, we get minus 4x. So now over here we can see that we will expand these brackets. The first term is 2x, this will be multiplied with the whole bracket. And this 2x gets multiplied with x square, we get 2x cube. Then this 2x gets multiplied with minus 4x, we get minus 8x square. Then this 2x gets multiplied with plus 4, we get plus 8x. Now we'll multiply 3 with the whole bracket. First we multiply 3 with x square, we get 3x square. Then this 3 gets multiplied with minus 4x, we get minus 12x. And then this 3 gets multiplied with 4, we get plus 12. Now 2x cube, now minus 8x square plus 3x square is equal to minus 5x square. Now plus 8x minus 12x, this is equal to minus 4x. And plus 12 is left. So this has been expanded and simplified. Now in next question we have to factorize it in question number 185. It says 1 plus x minus y minus xy. So in the first two terms there is nothing common here, so I take one common. In the third and fourth term we can take negative y common over here. So I will be left with 1 plus x and I took the negative common. So now we can see that 1 plus x whole bracket is being common over here and I'm left with 1 minus y. This has been factorized. 1 plus x whole and 1 minus y whole. Now in part B, 2x cube minus 18x y square. The 2x is common over here. I'm left with x square minus 9y square. Now in play x square is the square of x and 9y square is the square of 3y whole square. Now again I have x square minus 3y whole square. So third identity will be applied over here, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So in place of x square minus 3y whole square I will write x plus 3y x minus 3y. So this has been factorized. Question number 186. It says y is inversely proportional to square root x and x is directly proportional to w square. When w is equal to 12, y is equal to 12. Find y in terms of w. So y is inversely proportional to square root x. The equation becomes y is equal to k upon square root x. In inverse proportional, the second term that is inversely proportional, it gets divided with k while forming the equation. So we have been given the value of w and y. So let's place their values. Y is 12 and so wait. There's another part in the question as well which I haven't read. So I'm gonna do it again. It says y is inversely proportional to square root x. I will write y is equal to k upon square root x. and it says x is directly proportional to w square. So this equation becomes x is equal to kw square. Now I have been given the value for w and y, and I have to find y in terms of w. Okay, so when y is w, when w is equal to 12, y is 12. Okay, so over here I will write in place of w, I will write 12. X is equal to k into 12 square. This become x is equal to 144k. Now I get x is equal to 144k. Now in this part where I have written y is equal to k upon square root x. So I can write in place of x y is equal to k upon in square root I write 144k becomes y is equal to k upon 12 square root k. I have done some mistake over here, so I will be solving this part at the end of my video. Okay, solving this question at the end of my video. It says question number 187, y multiplied by 27 minus y multiplied by 77. Y multiplied by 27 is 27y, y into 77 is 77y. So now when we subtract these two values, we get minus 50y. Now in question number 188, it says x expand x into 3 plus x square. So this x gets multiplied with 3 first, it becomes 3x. And now this x gets multiplied with x square, we get x cube. This is our answer. In question number 189, it says 81 x to the power 16 whole to the power 3 upon 4. So this 3 upon 4 power is applied on both 81 and x. Multiply by x to the power 16. According to the law of indices, when we have power on power, the powers gets multiplied. So 81 is basically 3 to the power 4. Now 16 to the, we have power 16 on x, then we have another power 3 upon 4. It means these two powers will be multiplied with each other. So 16 multiplied by 3 upon 4. This 4 gets cancelled with 16. 16 becomes 4. 4 into 3 is 12. This is x to the power 12 equal to, now this 3 to the power 4 into power 3 upon 4. 4 gets, this power 4 gets multiplied with 3 upon 4. 4 gets cancelled, we are left with 3. So this becomes 3 to the power 3x12, which will be equal to 3 cube is 27 x to the power 12. Okay. And part B it says 1 upon y square whole power minus 1 upon 2. So if the power is negative and I need to make it positive, so I can write y square upon 1 to the power 1 upon 2. So yeah, when we have to change the sign of power, the numerator becomes denominator, the denominator becomes numerator. Now it is y square 2 the power 1 upon 2 and 1 to the power 1 upon 2. So this we have power on power. These two powers be multiplied. 2 gets cancelled with 2. We are left with y. And 1 to the power 1 upon 2 means square root 1. And square root 1 is equal to 1. So we get y. This is the has been simplified. Now question number 190. It says 4 upon x plus 1 plus 2 upon 2x minus 5 is equal to 3. You must show all your working. So in order to solve it, first I will need to take the LCM in the first two terms. Okay. Over here I have 4x plus 1. So this will be multiplied with 2x minus 5. So I will multiply the numerator with 2x minus 5 as well. Plus 2 upon 2x minus 5. This denominator gets multiplied with x plus 1. So numerator will also gets multiplied with x plus 1. Now I'll make the denominator common. Okay, so 4 into 2x minus 5 is 8x minus 20 plus 2 into x is 2x, 2 into 1 is 2. Now we'll simplify the numerator. 8x plus 2x is 10x plus 20 minus 20 plus 2 is minus 18 into 2x minus 5 and x plus 1. So this is equal to 3. We were supposed to solve it. Now I can see that I have more squares over here as well. If I now I will move this denominator on the right side and this denominator will be multiplied with 3. So I get 10x minus 18 is equal to 3 into 2x minus 5 into x plus 1. So we will do expansion on the right side of the equation. Okay. So 3 into 2x is 6x. 3 into minus 5 is minus 15. Now this whole gets multiplied with x plus 1. So 10x minus 18 is equal to 6x into x is 6x square. 6x into 1 is 6x. Now minus 15 into x is minus 15x. Minus 15 into 1 is minus 15. At 10x minus 18 is equal to, over here plus 6x minus 15x will be equal to minus 9x. Now I will move 10x minus 18 on the right hand side of the equation. 0 is equal to 6x square minus 9x minus 15. This 10x becomes negative and negative 18 becomes positive 18. Now minus 9x minus 10x. This is equal to minus 19x. Minus 15 plus 18. This is equal to plus 3. Now we will factorize this quadratic equation using middle term bracket. 6 into 3 is 18. How we do it? We multiply the coefficient of x square with a constant term, that is 3 over here. Now we need to break minus 19x in such a way that when we multiply the two terms we get 18, and when we add or subtract it we get minus 19. So we can take 18 into 1. Minus 18x minus x plus 3. Now 6x is common in the first two terms. We are left with x minus 3. There is nothing common over here, so I take minus 1 common. Then I will be left with x. And I take the negative common plus from plus 3, it becomes minus 3. Now minus 3 is the whole, x minus 3 is whole common over here. We are left with 6x minus 1. So x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 6x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 3 now and 6x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 1 upon 6. We get two values for x, that is 3 and 1 upon 6. This is our answer. Now let's move to question number 191. It says 3x minus 2y is equal to 21, 5x plus 2y is equal to 51. So we can see that we have 2y in both the equations. So when we add these two equations, the 2y will be eliminated. So let's add these two equations. 3x plus 5x is 8x minus 2y plus 2y, it gets cancelled. And 21 plus 51 is 71. Now x is equal to 71 divided with 8, so x is equal to 9. So I will place the value of x in any of the equations. I'm placing it in the first equation, that is 3x minus 2y is equal to 21. So in place of x I will write 9. 3 into 9 minus 2y is equal to 121. 3 into 9 is 27 minus 2y is equal to 121. Now I will shift 121 to the left side. A minus 2y to the right side becomes positive 2y. Now 27 minus 121 is 94. Minus 94 is equal to 2y. So y will be equal to for negative 47. So x is 9 and y is negative 47. Now y is proportional to the square of x minus 7. When x is equal to 12, y is equal to 2. Find y when x is 17. So first I will form the equation y is proportional to the square of x minus 7. So when two quantities are directly proportional to each other, we just multiply the second term with second quantity with k while forming the equation. So now I will place the values of x and y so I can get the value of x. So y is 2 when x is 12. So I place the values of x and y in my equation. 2 is equal to k, 12 minus 7 is 5 whole square. The square of 5 is 25. The 2 is being multiplied with k over here. Over here, when it shifts to on the left side, it gets divided with 2. So this is my value for k. Now it says find y when x is 17. So first I will put this value of k in my equation. So y is equal to, this is my equation 1. I'm putting the value of k over here. Y is equal to 2 upon 25 into x minus 7 whole square. We have been given the value of x now, that is 17, and we need to value for y. So 17 minus 7. In place of x I wrote 17. So y is equal to 2 upon 25. 17 minus 7 is 10 square. Y is equal to 2 upon 25. 10 square is 100. 100 upon 25 is, they get cancelled with each other, and we get 4. 2 more into 4 is 8. So y is equal to 8. The next part says expand and simplify. We have three brackets over here, so we will expand it one by one. First, I will multiply 2x minus 1 with x plus 4. So when I multiply 2x with x, I get 2x square. When I multiply 2x with plus 4, I get plus 8x. Then I multiply negative 1 with x, I get minus x. Then I multiply negative 1 with positive 4, I get negative 4. Now this is being multiplied with x minus 3. First, let's do a bit of simplification. 2x squared plus 8x minus x is minus 7 plus 7x minus 4 into x minus 3. Now first, let's multiply x with the whole bracket, that is 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. Okay, so when I multiply x with 2x squared, I get 2x cubed. Then I multiply x with 7x, I get plus 7x squared. Then I multiply x with minus 4, I get minus 4x. Now I will multiply minus 3 with the whole bracket. So by multiplying minus 3 with 2x squared, we will be getting minus 6x squared. Then I multiply minus 3 with 7x, I get minus 21x. Then I multiply minus 3 with minus 4, I get plus 12. Now we will simplify the like terms together. 7x squared minus 6x squared is positive x squared. Minus 4x minus 21x is minus 25x plus 12. This is our answer. 2x cubed plus x squared minus 25x plus 12. Now this question says write as a single fraction in its simplest form. We have 4 upon 2x minus 3 divided with 2x squared plus 14x upon 2x squared plus 11x minus 21. So first we will do factorization in the second fraction. 4 upon 2x minus 3. So over here I have got division sign between the fraction. Whenever we have division sign between the fraction, we just take the reciprocal of the second fraction that was after division sign. Now I will do factorization in the second fraction. 2x squared plus 11x minus 21. So we can break the middle term over here. That is 11x. In order to break the middle term, I multiply the coefficient of x squared, that is 2, with 21. I get 42. Now we need to find such a factor pair of 42 that if we add or subtract it, we get 11. So 42 comes in the table of 2. It comes in the table of 3 as well. 3 into 14 is 42, and 3 into 14, and we can form 11 through it as well. So I will write 2x squared plus 14x minus 3x minus 20 is 1. And in denominator I have 2x squared plus 14x. We can see that 2x is common over here. I took the 2x common and I am left with x plus 7. I have 4 upon 2x minus 3 multiply with. In 2x squared plus 14x, 2x is common and I will be left with x plus 7. In minus 3x minus 21 minus 3 is common. I will be left with x. When I take the negative common, it will become positive and 7 is left upon 2x into x plus 7. Now we have 4 upon 2x minus 3 multiply with. Now x plus 7 is whole bracket is common over here. We left with 2x minus 3 upon 2x x plus 7. Now we can see that this x plus 7 in the second fraction, we have x plus 7 in the numerator and denominator both, they can be cancelled with each other. And this 2x minus 3 will be cancelled with this 2x minus 3. And I am left with 4 upon 2x. We can simplify it more. This becomes 2, this becomes 1. So we get 2 upon x in the answer. So we have basically wrote down this fraction into the simple fraction in its simplest form. Now, question number 194. It says 81 x to the power 12. Then we have power 3.4 on whole bracket. So it means this 3/4 power is being applied to 81 as well, and x to the power 12 as well. So we will apply it separately. 81 means 3 to the power 4. I will write 3 to the power 4 instead of 81. And we have power 3/4 on x to the power 12. So according to law of indices, when we have power on power, we multiply the powers. 12 multiplied by 3/4 is 4 gets cancelled. 12 becomes 3. 3 into 3 is 9. So x to the power 9. Now we can see that the 4 we have power on power, so this power will be multiplied with 4 will be multiplied with 3/4, and both the 4s will be cancelled with each other. I am left with 3 to the power 3 into x to the power 9. 3 into the power 3 is 27, x to the power 9. This is my simplified answer. Now question number 195. It says solve the 30 upon x is equal to 6. This is a very simple question. X is being divided over here. When I will move to the right side, we'll get it gets multiplied with 6. It becomes 6x. Now if I shift 6 to the left side, it gets divided with 30, and we get x is equal to 30 upon 6 is 5. In the second question, we have to solve the inequality. First, I'm going to expand the this 2 into 2x plus 9. It becomes 4x plus 18. Now, let's move 4x on the left side of the inequality. It becomes negative 4x. And I will move negative 3 to the right side of the inequality. It becomes 18 plus 3. 11x minus 4x is 7x. Greater than is equal to 21. The 7 is being multiplied over here. When I shift to the right side, it gets divided by 21. And 21 upon 7 is 3. So I get the answer of my inequality. X is greater than or equal to 3. Now in question number 196, it says one solution of the equation ax squared plus b is 181 is x is equal to 8. A and b are both positive integers greater than 1. Find the value of b. If a and b are both positive integers greater than 1, right? We have been given one solution of the equation that x is equal to 8. Let's put 8 in this equation. It's become a. In place of x, I will write a. 8 square plus b is equal to 181. It becomes 8 square is 64. 64 multiplied by a, 64a plus b is equal to 181. Now a and b are both positive integers greater than 1. So let's put the value. If a is greater than 1, let's put a is equal to 2. If a is equal to 2, then 64 into 2 plus b is equal to 181. 64 into 2 is 128 plus b is equal to 181. 128 will be shifted to the right side. It gets subtracted with 128, 181. And I get 53. B is equal to 181 minus 128. Yes, I get 53. B is equal to. Let's suppose if we put A to be 3, then 64 into 3 is 192, and then we will get the negative value for B, so that won't be possible. Okay, so we have got a value for B, that is 53. We cannot put A anything greater than 2. If I do that, I won't be getting a positive value of B. Now in part B, it says write down the other solution of the equation ax squared plus b is equal to 181. Let's put the value of A and B in the equation. A was 2 and B is 53. When I move 53 on the left side, it becomes 2x squared is equal to 181 minus 53. Now 181 minus 53 is 128. So this 2, if I move this 2 on the right side of the equation, it gets divided with 128, and 128 divided with 2 is 64 basically. So now x squared is 64. In order to find x, I will take the square root on both sides, and the square will be cancelled, and I get my answer x to be plus 8 as well as minus 8, because the square of minus 8 is also 64. The first value of x was 8, that was given to us. We have needed to find the other value, and that is minus 8. Now it says makes x the subject of this formula. In order to make x the subject of the formula, what I will first do is I will move the denominator 2x minus 5 on the left side. It gets multiplied with c. So I will expand this 2x minus 5 with c. I will get 2cx minus 5c is equal to 3x. So now let's shift 3x over here on the left side. It becomes 2cx minus 3x, and I'm going to shift positive 5c on the right hand side is equal to 5c. It becomes positive 5c. Now in 2cx minus 3x, we can see that x is common. So I'm left with 2c minus 3 is equal to 5c. Now if we shift this whole bracket 2c minus 3 on the right hand side, it will be divided with 5c. So it becomes 5c upon 2c minus 3. So x is equal to 5c upon 2c minus 3. I have made x the subject of the formula. Now, in one question number 98 says m is inversely proportional to the square of whole t plus 2. M is equal to 0.64 when t is equal to 3. Find m when t is equal to 8. So over here, if m is inversely proportional to the square of t plus t, so I will form the equation m is equal to k upon t plus 2 whole square. Because in inverse proportional, the second term gets divided with k while forming the equation. So now m is 0.64 and t is 3. So I will place the values of m and t in order to get the value of k. So in place of t, I wrote 3. Now 0.64 is equal to k upon 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 square is 25. So this 25 will move to the left side and will be multiplied with 0.64. Now 25 multiplied by 0.64, and we get 16 is equal to k. Now equation becomes m is equal to 16 upon t plus 2 whole square. We have to find the m. T has been given to us. So m is equal to t is 8 now. M is equal to 16 upon, in place of t I wrote 8 plus 2 whole square. So m is equal to 16 upon 10 square. M is equal to 16 upon 100. M is equal to 0.16. So that's it for today. If you find this video helpful, so please do like it, subscribe our channel, and share it. Okay, thank you. I will be solving question number 186. It says y is inversely proportional to square root x. So I write y is equal to k upon square root x. Now it says x is directly proportional to w square. So x is equal to kw square. Now it says when w is equal to 12 and y is equal to 12, find y in term of w. Okay. So first let's calculate k. So over here I will write y is equal to k upon, in place of x we can write kw square. So k upon square root, in place of x I am writing k W square k upon square root k w square. Now y is equal to, so square root of w is w, and I have in the numerator k to the power 1, and in the denominator square root of k, it means k to the power 1 upon 2. Square root k means k to the power 1 upon 2. So when we have the same basis and they are being divided, we subtract their power. So it becomes k to the power 1 minus 1 upon 2. So y is equal to k to the power 1 upon 2 divided with w. So this is basically y is equal to root square root k upon w. Now we have got y in term of w, and by placing the values of y and w, we can calculate the value of k. Y is 12 when w is also 12, right? So 12 is being divided over here. When I shift it to the left side, it becomes 144 by multiplying with the 12. The square root k is 144. In order to remove the square root, what we do is we have to get the square root square on each side, right? So while taking square on each side, we get the value of k, that is 20,736 for k. Now I will place this value in my equation of y in terms of w. So y is equal to square root 20,736 upon w. And square root of 20,736 is 144 upon w. So I have found y in terms of w, that is 144 upon w. Okay.